I'm Andy Lowry from Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado. We started using Guardian caps in 2013 as a school. Our district would not allow us to use them for a couple of years, and then our entire district uses them now since 2016. I'd say also, I think I started putting my son in them when he was 8 years old in Little League, and had a couple other Little League kids use them also at that time. So that's when concussions were pretty rampant. We were having several every year. We want to help protect kids. The technology behind it, I met Lee, and he showed me all the technology, what it made sense with it, and anything to help try to protect the kids and keep them on the field and keep them healthy is the biggest reason that I try to do it. And then also, like I said, I have my own son, and if I want to try to protect my own son, I owe it to everybody else's kid to try to protect them. You know, the repetitive hits that linemen take especially, it just reduces the impact significantly than just helmet on helmet. So I would love to see us be able to use them, especially at lower levels in games, to be honest. Well, I think I see benefit in everyone, the linemen especially, because everything they do is repetitive, contact. But with skilled kids, you see the whiplash. A lot of concussions are not caused because of big hits or because of whiplash or falling at bad angles. But the turf, the ground causes, I would say, an awful lot of concussions. And again, you just have more on where the Guardian cap just reduces the force and the impact that the brain is absorbing. I would tell coaches that are on the fence is like, number one, the safety of your kids. Why would you not want to try to do anything you can to help, keep your kids safe? Number two is, what's the harm? There's no harm in it. So if we do it for our own kid, why would we not do it for everyone to do it? So I just don't, it doesn't make sense to me why coaches wouldn't try to do everything possible. It doesn't weigh anything. It doesn't impact anything in practice. So my question to coaches would be like, why are you not wearing them? From the get-go, 2013, the very first year, our kids were like, Coach, my head is not ringing anymore from helmet to helmet to all the repetitive practice that every day after. We have kids that were bigger believers in it than I was after they ended up wearing them. The years that we couldn't wear them, there were some kids and families that were very disappointed and truthfully upset about it. So I think our parents expect it and understand the safety of it, and appreciate the fact that our district is now trying to make everyone safe. Not one. We're pretty blessed that our district funds it for all of our kids. So I could understand that if there's a community that maybe can't afford them, that would be the only downside, would be the cost of them and how every kid can wear them. That would be the only downside. I had to fight it for the beginning for the first few years in our district, to be honest with you. We had to try to come up with studies, and obviously you guys have known that when people are trying to say, hey, those studies are jaded or whatever, and and I'm not sure why the agencies out there don't. I think what I've come across, the argument against them has been they think that kids are going to hit harder now and use their helmet because they're fearless of their head. I have not seen that one time in all these years, and so that argument just is not valid. It's not realistic. It's people that are not involved in coaching or up on the field on a daily basis that are coming up with those random thoughts about what is happening with them. So that just doesn't make any sense. So I think our staff now, our district AD, I have to give him and our entire risk management team, the district, Steve Bell, Jim Theifel, all those guys, the credit for being brave enough. And actually it was our superintendent, it was Dan McMenemy, who was a former football player in high school and college. That was our superintendent that caught wind of it, and then he came and he pushed it through and got the right people on board.